Camille Saint-Saens was born at the beginning of the Romantic era of music in Paris, France. He was a prodigy on piano and ended up going to the prestigious Paris Conservatoire to study composition and organ. He became friends with Franz Liszt, another popular composer at the time. During his life, Saint-Saens composed about 200 pieces of music for nearly all classical instruments, including 5 symphonies, 5 piano concertos, 3 violin concertos, and 2 cello concertos. Saint-Saens was also one of the first pianists to experiment with recordings of his works and was the earliest born pianist to make recordings. The Clarinet Sonata is one of 3 pieces he wrote before he died in 1921. The first 3 movements are expressive and lyrical, while the last movement is technical and driving. These qualities have made it a popular piece in clarinet repertoire. The Romantic era is one of 6 large periods in musical history. It began in about 1815 and lasted until about 1910. The Romantic era is known in music as the era that focuses on emotional expression and individuality. Beethoven is one of the famous composers that helped music transition from the classical era. New musical forms were created during this time, such as the nocturne, prelude, and intermezzo. Early Romantic composers included Mendelssohn, Chopin, and Liszt. Paris was between World Wars I and II when Saint-Saens composed the Clarinet Sonata. The Prohibition had just started in America, and hundreds and thousands of people were visiting Paris to drink and have a good time. American jazzers started moving to Paris to start their careers, especially African-American jazz musicians, since French people were generally accepting of black people. Many American soldiers stayed in Paris for good after the war ended as well, furthering America's influence on Paris.